Look, let me describe a person and tell me if this sounds familiar. You're in your early 30s, you finally have a decent job, your paycheck is bigger than it's ever been. You're not rich, but you're doing okay. And yet, somehow, your bank account never really grows. Bills come in, money goes out, and every year feels kind of the same. Here's the uncomfortable truth. For most people, this is the moment their financial life quietly peaks. Not because they stop earning more, but because of what changes in their head. And once that shift happens, it's very hard to undo. Here's a stat that surprises a lot of people. According to data from the Federal Reserve, the median net worth for Americans grows rapidly up to the mid-30s, then slows dramatically, and for many, completely flattens. Not income, net worth. And no, it's not because salaries stop rising. In fact, most people earn more money after 35 than before. So what's going on? Here's what most people don't realize. In your 20s, money feels simple. You don't have much, you know you don't have much, so you're careful by default. If you have $3,000 in savings, that feels meaningful. If you save $200 a month, it feels like progress. And psychologically, this matters. You're building habits, not just wealth. Saving feels like winning. Around 30 to 35, something changes. Not your income, your expectations. Suddenly, you need a better car, a nicer apartment, a bigger phone, a better lifestyle. And here's the dangerous part. None of it feels irresponsible, because technically, you can afford the monthly payment. This is where it gets really interesting. Let's run a simple example. Say at 28 years old, you make $50,000 a year and save $500 a month. That's $6,000 a year invested. Now at 35, you're doing better. You make $85,000 a year, but your savings drop to $300 a month. Why? Car payment, $450. Nicer rent, plus $600. Subscriptions, convenience, quality of life stuff. So now you're saving $3,600 a year, less than before. More income, less progress. This is the financial peak most people never notice. Now you might be thinking, that's fine, but I'll just save more later. Here's the problem. Later almost never comes. Because once your lifestyle expands, it feels like your baseline. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. But all it really means is this. What once felt like a luxury quickly feels like a necessity. And necessities are very hard to give up. Here's the real reason people peak financially at 35. Before 35, money decisions are about growth. After 35, they're about comfort and protection. You stop asking, how much can this grow? And start asking, will this disrupt my life? Risk feels scarier, change feels expensive, and stability feels more important than upside. That mindset is subtle, but it's deadly for long-term wealth. Here's an analogy. Imagine climbing a hill. Early on, you're climbing fast. It's uncomfortable, but exciting. Then you reach a flat area. The ground feels nice, stable, predictable. Most people stop climbing there because it feels like the top, but it isn't. It's just the most comfortable place to quit. Here's what the people who don't peak early do differently. They lock in their savings rate before lifestyle inflation hits. Instead of saying, I'll save what's left, they say, I'll spend what's left. Even a difference of 5% of income sustained over decades can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not because they're smarter, but because they protected their habits. If you're under 35, this is your window. Here's what to do. Fix your savings rate, not your savings amount. Aim for a percentage that rises with income. Delay lifestyle upgrades by just 1 year. That alone can change your entire trajectory. Automate investing so your future self can't negotiate with you. Treat comfort like a cost, not a reward. Because comfort compounds, just not in the direction you want. Look, peaking financially isn't loud. There's no crash, no disaster.
It's quiet. It's waking up at 45, earning more than ever, and wondering why nothing changed. The good news, once you see the pattern, you can break it. And if you do, your best financial years won't be behind you. They'll be ahead.